Hello viewers and welcome back to our YouTube channel where we constantly update you for your dream job. Are you afraid to face a group discussion or are not aware as to how to effectively put your point across during a group discussion? Through the course of today's video, we will be briefing you about how to start and participate in a group discussion. We will also be sharing some important do's and don'ts during a GD. Towards the end, I will also be giving you some tips for group discussions which will help you ace all GDs. So stay tuned till the end for this. But before we start, don't forget to hit the bell icon for all notifications for our latest videos. Also, let me tell you that Cantilever Labs is now offering a free course for all of you with which you can prepare for aptitude, coding, mock interviews and test series for absolutely free and crack top companies like TCS, Wipro, Infosys, Capgemini, Cognizant and many more. Kindly access this course through the link mentioned in the description box below. I am Jenica from Cantilever Labs and let's get started with today's video. Okay, so now GDs are usually organized by different companies as an elimination round similar to that of an aptitude test. So here the recruiter gets a chance to judge you on your communication skills, your leadership qualities, your participation level and your team spirit. So when a company doesn't have much time to interview all the candidates individually, they conduct GDs to select the best possible candidates. Some companies have this in their recruitment policy and some don't. So this is something that definitely depends on each company's individual recruitment policy. Now you might be thinking, what exactly is the process of a GD? So to answer this, let me tell you that there is no specific rule as such as to the number of participants and the kind of topics that can come. It's vast and diverse. So the number of participants can range anywhere between 10 to 20 members depending on the recruiter. They can also give you topics which come from a vast pool of topics. So it can be general topics like global warming, pollution, population, etc. It could be some current affairs related topic like the pandemic situation right now or some government policy, etc. It could also be an abstract topic like rainbow, water, clouds, or sometimes even they give random colors and ask you to discuss about that particular color, example red, black, green, etc. They can also ask you, the topic can also be related to history, sports, arts and literature. So the only thing that you can do here is do your research about that company's past GD rounds and what kind of topics usually come, and also read up in generally about more things like current affairs or just general topics. Okay, so now that we've seen what GDs are and how they're conducted, let's take a look at the common do's and don'ts of a GD. Starting with the things that you should do. One is have good subject knowledge. Having good subject knowledge is the first and foremost prerequisite of entering a GD. Following are some tips which you can use to improve your group discussion skills in regards to the GD content preparation part. One is that you should have good subject knowledge and be well aware of all latest happenings within and outside India. Having good subject knowledge, like I mentioned earlier, is a prerequisite when preparing for GDs, and having this would give you the power to see the conversation in whichever direction that you want. So if you know of any data related to the topic that is given, try to memorize it and present it during the GD, as this will play to your advantage. Another thing is that if you are a good reader and if you are an avid reader, then read on a variety of topics. Because group discussion is not something that you can prepare in the last minute. It's in general a good reading and smart reading over a period of time. So if you read in general about a lot of topics, this will definitely help you get a good understanding of what to speak and how to speak during a group discussion. Reading in general not only improves your group discussion skills, but also improves your vocabulary skills. Now the second thing to do is be a leader. Usually when the moderator announces the GD topic, you will have a minute or two to gather your thoughts. So if possible, try and gather your thoughts within the first few seconds and start the group discussion. This will have a positive impact and show that you're a leader. If you find that it is taking time to gather your thoughts, then you can let others start and you can enter the GD by agreeing or disagreeing to the previous speakers. So like I mentioned, beginning the group discussion gives you an opportunity to make an impact. But if you're not able to do that, then it will backfire. Therefore, it's not necessary to always be the first person to speak. But if you're well aware of the topic and you know enough data to present about it, then you should definitely try and be the first person to start. Now the third thing is be relevant. When you speak, you shouldn't speak with ambiguity or lack of clarity. Express your points at length and don't always play it safe by simply agreeing or disagreeing to your fellow participants. Try to have some original points that will make an impact. Wherever possible, try to emphasize your points with facts and figures. Now, the fourth thing to do is learn to be a good listener. Listening skills are essential for GD rounds, so listen very carefully as to what your fellow participants are offering. This shows that you are vigilant and are also an active participant of the discussion. Unless you listen well, you won't be able to add value to what others are saying and to your own content as well. Listening also additionally gives you the opportunity to summarize and conclude the GD. Now for the fifth thing, improve your communication skills. So guys, now what you need to understand is that even if you have a lot of data, even if you have a lot of good in-depth knowledge about that subject or about that topic, but if you can't communicate that effectively, then what is the use? So in a way to understand how to communicate your points effectively through the course of a discussion, you need to participate in mock GDs. A way that you can do this is sit with a group of friends, choose a topic and indulge in a friendly group discussion. Not only will this increase your knowledge, but will also make you a better speaker by the time you appear for your actual GD. In case you're not sure about something that you are saying during a GD, use phrases such as I think, probably, approximately, or if I remember correctly, so and so. So these kind of phrases can also show that you're not 100% sure, but you're willing to pitch in your ideas. Okay, so guys, now this was all for the things that you should do during a group discussion. Now talking about two very important things that you shouldn't do during a group discussion is one, don't be aggressive. It is expected that during a group discussion you are firm with your ideas and are also audible enough to make an impact, but shouting or cutting in on others is not appreciated. So be careful and don't be a bully. Now the second thing to not do is don't crisscross over your own ideas. So the topics that are given during a group discussion are highly debatable. So you can either be for a topic or against the topic. But don't crisscross your own thoughts and be midway between both being either for or being either for against. This gives a bad impact and shows that you are a person with no stand and keep switching between your thoughts. So guys, now this is all for the do's and don'ts of a GD. Now some very important tips to follow are, first and most importantly, pay attention to your body language. The panelists observe the way in which you sit and react. So have a confident stance and sit straight. 2. Be courteous to your fellow speakers. Remember that one of the most important key traits that GD recruiters are looking for is team spirit. So make sure that you're courteous to the others in your group and make your point clear and make your point and present your point firmly, but also avoid cutting in on others while they're talking. Don't forget to thank your recruiters while exiting the GD because this leaves a good impact. Now the third thing to do is ensure that your words will make sense and try to be as clear as possible. So like I mentioned earlier, try to avoid any ambiguity at all. More often than not, they're also looking at they're not looking for how exceptional you're at English, but they're looking for how well you can communicate your thoughts, whether that is in simple English or whether it's in business English. So just be clear and try to put your points across as clearly as possible. Now for the fourth tip, don't be afraid to start. So if you're already well versed with the topic which was announced and you have a lot to offer about this, jot down all the key points at the beginning of the discussion and start the discussion by yourself. That way you will also get an opportunity to lead the discussion. Now for the fifth and the last tip is use supporting statistics and examples. Using famous quotes or examples can back up your points well in a group discussion and will also prompt the panelists to keep a note of your cognizance. So now guys, I understand that all of this would have been a handful to retain. So let me just quickly summarize all the points for you. So following are the points and rules that you should use during a group discussion. 1. Brush up your GK and stay updated at all times. 2. Note down the names of all participants. 3. Maintain a firm posture. 4. Take charge of the discussion if possible. And 5th, retain your standing and balance. Now for a group discussion, introduction and conclusion are very important. So if you can either start or end the topic, then that would play to your advantage and it will be a bonus for you. So guys, that was all for today's video. I hope this video helped you understand how to prepare for a GD. We will be coming up with more such content soon and we hope that you like this video. And if you did so, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Kindly let us know in the comment section below as to what topics you want us to make our next videos on. We will be coming up with more such content soon, but till then start preparing because Cantilever Labs is passionate about building a platform for you to get into your dream jobs. Also, do not forget to check out our Instagram and Discord channels. We keep updating them with interesting materials. Until then, thank you for watching.